Myself, Dr. Himanyu Kumar, Department of English, BN College, Badhia. Now, for BA Part 1 students, you have to read history of English literature from 16th century to 20th century, 14th century to 20th century. Now, I have finished 14th century, 15th century, 16th century. Now, you remember and must read a book of Kajamia, Ligbis and Balameers on a short history of English literature. Now, yesterday, I have given lecture on Elizabethan age, that is Renaissance, golden period, reawakening, revival of learning. Now, I will enter into 18th century and 19th century today. Welcome back. 16th century Renaissance was gift of King Martin Luther, who has started movement from Italy, and new church came in 16th century Renaissance in England was Protestant church. That was very liberal and generous church, Protestant church. So yesterday I have finished my lecture on 16th century Renaissance, but you must keep in mind what I have given lecture yesterday. Now, my students of English Honours, today I enter into 18th century and 19th century of England. What was the position, circumstances of England at that time in 18th century and 19th century? Question may come that which writer came in which period, but you tell it. In 18th century, Alexander Pope came. That is classicism. It is known as English of history research. Alexander Pope, a satirist, very sensitive, and visionary writer. Question may come that Alexander Pope came in which age? You write in 18th century, that is classicism. In India, classicism is known as Chhat, but in England it is known as classicism. 19th century is romanticism, that is full freedom, that is in India holy. This is difference between Indian culture and English culture. 18th century and 19th century, that is romanticism. 18th century is classicism. In 18th century, Chhat we celebrate as a very pious, chaste manner. In romanticism, that is holy, in India, that is full freedom. You can speak, you can laugh, you can move, you can go anywhere, talk to anybody else. And it means, my view is telling that obvious, everything you have right to do, full freedom in 19th century of England, romanticism, as in India, in holy we celebrate. But now, I will focus you, what is romanticism? 19th century is romanticism. I will explain and define romanticism. Romanticism is gesture of protest against authority. This Promethean stance have been perceptible in human thoughts and sensibility. It was an age of rationalism, not only full freedom of romanticism, it was an age of rationalism, material progress of England. Which writer came in 19th century? Keats, William Wordsworth. They are romantic poets as known as. But one thing you must keep in mind, which I have already confirmed you, that in 19th century, Wordsworth was a poet of nature, everybody knows. But in depth, you will go about Wordsworth, that he was not only a poet of nature, but also a man. He was also a poet of man. The proper study of mankind is man. Know then thyself, presume God not to scan. The proper study of mankind is man. That was the thought of romanticism. That was the thought of Keats and William Wordsworth. Keats' thought was negative capability that is akin to Eliot objective correlative. So today I will give and elaborate totally the romanticism. Wordsworth's definition is poetry is not a turning loose of emotion but an escape from emotion. Eliot said that a spontaneous overflow of powerful feeling and emotions secreted in tranquility that takes the shape of poetry. That is romanticism. But my view on poetry is right word in the right place makes poetry. It is very difficult to define poetry because no writer is on the position to say that it is correct and definite definition of poetry. What words that burns and ideas that breeds makes poetry. William Wordsworth was a poet of nature, a very visionary writer, having secondary imagination, secondary vision. Primary, that has everybody, but secondary vision has someone, writer, philosopher, scientist, and rare politician have. Now, what is the biggest point, the greatest point regarding a writer is one who convert ideas into feeling. A philosopher may versify his idea, not convert an idea into feeling, but a writer is one who transmutes, that is metamorphosis. Convert his idea into feeling, and then thought comes. Then anything can be written. No teaching, no philosophy can convert man, only they can inspire. So today I am giving you lecture on 19th century romanticism. You must keep in mind what I have saying, what I am saying. Fellow citizens, students of English, as you must know that English literature heightens the awareness of human life. This is the difference between language and literature. Language is a living thing. With the change in social setup, automatically there is a change in the use of language. But literature cannot be still. It is deep and fathomless ocean. Romanticism creates a visionary writer like William Wordsworth and Keats. Now, I will define the theory of Keats on English literature. Keats was a poet of beauty. Wordsworth was a poet of man and nature both. What was his concept on beauty? Keats writes that beauty is consciousness. Beauty is not to be admired but to be worshipped. That was the concept of beauty of Keats. Wordsworth was a poet of man and nature. I have already earlier informed you and defined it very clearly what type of poet Wordsworth is, a visionary writer. What was his concept on nature and man? Man is more mystical than God, according to Wordsworth. So, briefly, today we have entered into 18th century and 19th century, that is classicism and romanticism, before finishing 14th century, 15th century, 16th century. Today, I have given a lecture on 18th century classicism and 19th century romanticism, which I have discussed on every angle of Keats and Wordsworth about his words given regarding poetry and English language and literature. All of us at last come into conclusion that really we can say that in 19th century romanticism, Keats and Wordsworth were giant personality of 19th century of England. Now the political freedom economical position of England at that time was very high up because establishment of Protestant church that was liberal and generous church, not like Roman Catholic Church, very tyrannical and cruel, could not give any freedom of writer. But after that, after 16th century, every writer found full freedom to write, and all over the world audience accepted his thought, drama, poetry, novel, and anything else. So 19th century and 18th century, today I have discussed and giving lecture very clearly and defined everything from every angle, so you don't miss in history of English literature, because it is a raw material, it is infrastructure for an English student. When you are reading English honors, when you are reading English, you must have perception of history of English literature from 14th century to 20th century. Which writer came in which ages and what was the social, political, economical condition of England. So today, as I am giving you a lecture on Romanticism, 19th century and 18th century, must clear your conception. What is this Romanticism and Classicism, 19th century, 18th century? So you must keep in mind and must read a book of a history of English literature. Three prominent writers, which I have already mentioned the name: Kazamiya, Lewis, and Blamires. Then your concept will be clear, and you must clarify your mind that from 14th century to 20th century, which writer came in which ages, and what was the political, economical, social position of England, and how writer succeeded, and some writers could not succeed. Why? Which ages, which writer came? All these things I have elaborated and defined, that you must keep in mind. Read more. I suggest you, if any question, if you create doubt, you can ask me without any fear, and without fear you can ask. I am ready to reply you any question of answers. So, English student, you have to read more. You must read history of English literature. Follow my lecture. What is Romanticism? What is Classicism? What is the position of 19th century, 18th century? This is briefly today I given you lecture. Thank you very much, all of you. Okay.